insane about frostbite. Frozen in January, amputated in July. The nurse, a young, homely woman, looked at us like we were criminals. I guess she blamed us for the state Carrie was in. Even now, I'm not sure she was wrong.
Is there someone your friend would want us to contact?
Her mom.
Yeah. I'll do it. Payphone? Follow me.
The nurse turned and led me back to the admittance desk. It's funny. As scared as I was that my friend's life was still in serious jeopardy, somehow I was also scared to be in trouble with her mom. By extension, mine. What can I say? I liked perspective, and the enormity of the situation fully sunk in. The nurse let me use one of the hospital phones.
What? What do you want? Why are you calling my house at 3 fucking o'clock in the morning?
Mrs. Peterson screamed into the phone.
Carrie's been in an accident.
What are you talking about? Carrie's asleep. She's... Hold on. Carrie! Carrie!
I could hear Mrs. Peterson lumbering through her house and bellowing for her daughter. She certainly had her faults, but lacking affection for her daughter wasn't one of them. I'd often suspected that Mrs. Peterson had been one of those sad sacks who had known their marriage wasn't going to last and insisted on having a kid anyway. Not to save the marriage, but just to have one person in the world that loved them unconditionally.
What happened? Where is she?
That is such a depressing paragraph.
I know, dude.
Oh,
Oh, God.
This is I'm getting beat. I'm having I said I had Baraska flashbacks earlier. I'm having them right now.
I came here
because
several
I'm getting
times with my
sad.
father when I was little,
But
but stopped eating here as often
all I
after
told
growing
her
up.
was that her daughter had
I
fallen
hope the
through
food here will
slugs.
be to your taste.
Nothing else. It emphasized at every turn that she was alive and being cared for, which was true, but I also promised that she'd be fine. It was a promise I had no business making. I just couldn't stomach hearing the hurt in her voice. I would have said anything to make Mrs. Peterson feel better. I handed the phone back to the homely nurse so that she could give Mrs. Peterson directions to the hospital. 2.5 hours later, Ecto 1's tires screeched to stop in the parking lot.
My daughter, where is she?
I could hear her even before she was through the doors. If the kids at school thought Carrie was frightening to behold, it was only because they'd never seen her mother upset. Mrs. Peterson ran up to the admittance desk wearing her jacket over her bathrobe, the sweatpants she slept in peeking out over her snow boots. Her face was red and puffy from crying, and her hair looked not just uncombed, but as if someone had tied it in knots and then dipped it in grease. By comparison, the homely nurse looked like Helen of Troy.
She's my daughter, you...
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
Ah, in that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good,
And if it's not?
well, then I'll...
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about...
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon...
right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking!
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist, to seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play, don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
I mean, it's not working. You're just saying it's not working on my one. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Is it because of this?
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so...
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot
I only
just
wish
rely
life
on
could
the
be as
ocean's
leisurely as this a
self-cleaning
little
ability.
more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
On the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
We cannot just
A
rely
blade
on
is
the
like a
ocean's
tea leaf.
self-cleaning ability.
Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Cannot just rely on yourself being ability. Gee, I can't fucking open this. I should have stuck it in the food. There we go. Is it time it's frozen? Look it. Wait, I can finish these. We're doing it.
All right, time. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme. There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to...
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again, huh? Traveler? Ugh. That's...
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking? Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear... Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
What? Different quest.
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So if you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. Perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth. Is that what you call it? Dissolving. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless... I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
What the fuck is happening? The fuck is this quest I just randomly stepped into?
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance!
I don't even know what's this.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so...
I followed you.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge...
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust.
Do not speak...
Sorry, Demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech.
Sorry,
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only the—
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not— I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have—
What? Your point being that they're out of speak—
Yes. Be careful.
I will continue invest— Regardless,
I do not—
Right. I suppose that's the best—
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being...
I know, I just— She's—
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done. Those Gardamex. Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorant who came out to save us too. We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together, as such, we're still partners.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
We got attacked.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest, you're—
Huh? Really? Paimon?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake. After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our base that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted—
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for—
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger.
But why would they go after us, too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear—
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you—
Well, it can't be coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. She said that she— Oh, and this time Paimon heard it, too! But it was real faint. Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, but he never gave testimony or any information regard— Yes, thank you. This is— Oh, you mean—
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people—
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, we also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our—
Don't worry, you two. With us around...
Right. But I wasn't here to do that. I was here to do this. Shit, I was not pinged it. Oops.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little—
The small ass auction.
Wow! This place is packed! Is every rich person in Fontaine—
There's like 6 seats.
The people we're after are hiding here too. It's time to get serious. What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest... Too bad. Paimon doesn't have another. But she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing.
Yelan? It is you, right? It must be you.
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an so I thought something with more of a Fontanian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash. You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team. But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here. The buyer's likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts. After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them. And I'm sure he's terrified, because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bid.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would...
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things, and to see if anyone starts to squirm. One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up, but target him again once the auction is over. We'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak!
No idea which one it is. him? The him. Oh.
He's acting strange. And his tea official, which means the two don't know each other well at all.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. Should be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You? I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No, this can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the Fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth, and he even paid me 3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few, but then one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even